In what book did Fudge cause trouble when he played hide and seek with the baby and hid her in the closet? Then he tried to sell her to a company, give her away, pay someone to take her, anything, so he can be the baby again.
Super Fudge.
Bye.
Bloom.
He's a good listener, and his head is filled with facts. He sets up an office in his garage for his new detective agency in what book?
Encyclopedia Brown Boy Detective.
Bye.
Sobel.
During movies in Mrs. Jewell's class, DJ held a piece of black construction paper under his nose because his smile was so bright. In what book?
Wayside School is Falling Down by Sakar.
Her heart was full of rage at the unfairness of everything. She hated Mother, she hated Hitler, and she hated Mr. Smith. In what book?
Stepping on the Cracks by Han.
In what book does a dentist appointment turn into a TV commercial, which almost destroys a baseball career?
The Secret Life of the Underwear Champ.
Bye.
Miles.
Sam wants to make his mom some great perfume, but it starts to bubble, and on his mother's birthday, it explodes. Name that book.
Attaboy Sam by Lowry.
Jeremy and Julie pretend to hypnotize Tom and Marcy, but in reality, they were using their antique clock in what book?
Jeremy Thatcher, Dragon Hatcher. No. Mr. Z and the Time Clock.
Bye.
Pryor.
Just imagine rats that can read and use motors and electricity. What book is that?
Miss Frisbee and the Rats of Nim.
Bye.
O'Brien.
After the tragedy, Karana decided not to stay in the village, but chose a place on the headland with a large rock on which she could escape from the wild dogs. She built a house there with a fence for protection. In what book?
Repeat.
After the tragedy, Karana decided not to stay in the village, but chose a place on the headland with a large rock on which she could escape from the wild dogs. She built a house there with a fence for protection. In what book?
Island of the Blue Dolphins.
Bye.
Odell.
Chris grabbed the envelope with the stamps, and she and Uncle Ralph crawled through the window to their car to escape from Thomas Dixon, who was right behind them.
Christina's Ghost.
Bye.
Right.
Yes, it's the end of that game.